Hey guys, how's it going? We're back on the Mech and Magic server, and I've got a couple things I wanted to go over with you that I did. I expanded the smeltery a little bit just because I wanted to. That's why. No, it was just like being really slow. I went mining, and it was just being super slow about some materials I need. So let's see, okay, so let's look at, so I wanted to show you I did a little Ender IO stuff that I wanted to show you. I think the first thing that I made was the Stirling generator. So this just uses coal to create power. And then I made a huge capacitor bank for it, to store the power, and then a couple machines that I needed to do other cool things. But the end result was the farming station, which I'm going to need if I want to automate charcoal production, which is what I want to do. So I've hollowed out this area up here, and the idea is that I'm going to be able to do a tree farm that funnels charcoal that's smelted in furnaces directly down to create mana down here. So we'll need to move these along. But the first thing I needed was the basic Ender IO setup, because you can't make the farming station without some intense power. So that's just sitting there. It's not doing anything right now. None of these are really doing anything right now. I had to, let's see, I found a couple capacitor. I was in the nether a lot yesterday, and I found some really cool stuff that I'm going to show you in a little bit. So that's that. So yeah, so as far as Ender IO, it just to get like electrical steel, silicon, a couple capacitors I messed around with. Let's see, basic capacitor, that's like the bread and butter, I guess, of the mod. I haven't really done tutorials, I just kind of followed the recipes. So I'm assuming that because I've needed so many of these, that this is what I'm going to need a lot of, so I made a lot of them. Let's see, also like blocks of coal to power things, lots of iron and redstone. It's pretty complicated to start off, but I mean, I feel like I figured it out. Lots of copper. I had to go mining for copper, like a lot of copper. So anyway, so yeah, so this is it, and it's got what, like 7 billion RF stored, and then this only went through like 9 blocks of coal, so it's really like efficient, I guess. And this is, what is this? The sag mill. Oh yeah, that's gonna be great. And then this is the slice and splice. I don't really know what it does. I know I needed it at one point, so I made it and I used it, but I'm not really sure like what the idea is behind that. So this is gonna be great. You just supply this thing with flint, or I think there's another thing you can put in here, like a dark steel something or other. And it just like shreds things, and you get tons of stuff out of it. And then the capacitors help with efficiency and like speed and power. So we went over Ender IO really fast. This took hours. This took hours, and it's just, I don't even want to think about it anymore. But now I have power generation, which means I can start making machines. So like I told you guys, I'm not really technologically advanced. Like, I'm not really a computer person or a tech mod person, but I'm trying. I'm trying really hard, because literally the success of this thing depends on me being able to do some maybe automated stuff. Okay, so next thing was new charms and baubles. Okay, so like I said, I was in the nether a lot. Why can't I sprint? Okay. And I wanted to show you, let's see, an emerald apple, something I found. I found a steadfast drone. I don't know where I'm going to put him. This is from forestry, which I do love the forestry mod, by the way. Okay, I guess they're in here? Where am I? Oh, yeah. So the air charm, that's, I think I showed you guys that, but that's the one where you can float on air. Takes power from it, and you just refill it. And oops, wrong chest. And then I also found yesterday a fire charm and a water charm. But these things, it requires blaze rods and fish to like refill, so these are more expensive, so I'm not using them currently. I also found this thing called climbing gloves, and that's everything's a ladder. Well, this was already a ladder, so that won't show anybody anything. Okay, I'll climb my house. Just everything's a ladder, which is great. Trying to think of what else came from there yesterday. Oh, just some interesting An ender sac. I have to do research on a lot of this stuff because I don't really know what it does. Ender sac. I got some potions. I got robo-surgeon, whatever that is. I don't like it. I got garden scythe, ender wing. So just some interesting water spreader. This is replacing nearby flowing water with source water, which is weird for me. A pyromancer's ring I'll have to look into. So just some interesting baubles and gadgets that we're gonna get to. So I thought I would note down in miscellaneous that we need an armory because I really want an armory. So we're okay. So all right. Oh, also yes, wither skeleton skulls. Where did they go? They're there. Okay. So I have a couple, and I can actually make a couple more because of this awesome mod that allows you to do that. So great. Now I have enough to make what 4 nether stars, which is what I'll need for some stuff we're doing. Great. Okay, so we went over that. Okay, so what I wanted to do today was decide on an area. I think I might just decide on this area to set up a botania flower called the Jaded Amaranthus. The Jaded Amaranthus, if I take out my book, so we'll go into. Also, you have like an awesome search thing in the book. Jaded Amaranthus is made for the purpose of flowers. Feeding it mana will have it quickly grow new mystical flowers around it in any spots that it can. So this is a really, really valuable flower if you want to set up big productions of specific flowers. And one of the biggest things I'm going to want from Botania are hopperhawks, because they are seriously useful flowers, and they look a lot prettier than, suffocated in a wall. Anyway, so hopperhawks are really, really important flowers that we're going to want. I want to stick one down here with my chickens to automatically collect the eggs and everything that they drop because, oh no. Oh, yeah, okay. Climbing gloves. Okay, so, yeah, I'm going to want one down here. I'm going to want one, probably, I'm going to want to plant some on some podsols so that it can, so sometimes this dropper puts one out and the flowers are like, I don't want it yet. And if I put a hopperhawk here on a delay, it'll pick them up and put them back in here. There's a way to do that. So there's a lot of different things I want them for, and I don't really have the flower power. Did I just say flower power? I don't really have like the number of flowers I would need to create a whole arsenal of them. So a Jaded Amaranthus is our best bet for just the creation of flowers. So the first thing I want, and we're just going to make a little area. It doesn't have to have its full area potential. So I'm just going to do like a little, no I'm not, I'm going to do that. Okay. And we're just going to put dirt in here instead so that it can grow flowers. Wonderful. Okay. And actually, I was going to plant it with a very specific type of grass. So okay. So Botania lets you create some really interesting, let's see if we see pasture seeds. Okay. So, infusing some tall grass with me and pasture seeds grow grass in any barren area. Other types of foliage can also be grown, such as podzol or mycelium with alternate seeds. So these are the recipes to get those. And then an additional 6 types of pasture seeds can be created for alternative grass types with other textures. They can only be picked up with silk touch. So, golden pasture seeds, scorched, cactus infused, which is amazing, mutated, dry. So I prefer golden. I really, really like the look of golden pasture seeds. So I thought, why not take this opportunity to make a pasture seed and show you guys one of the cool textures you can get from putting it in a crafting table with some wheat. So that's what creates golden pasture seeds. And let me show you what these look like. And it's just a beautiful thing added by the mod that just if you want pretty things. Okay, so nice. So this is golden grass. It's the same as other grass. Yeah. It's just really, really super pretty. Like really, really pretty. The other ones, I think my favorite would be the was that blue one called again? It's just the one with the prismarine, but I can't have prismarine right now. So, why don't I... Weird. Okay, so why don't we just grab what we're gonna need for the Jaded Amaranthus. One purple, one lime, one green. Okay, a redstone root, that's these together, so I can get that together. Okay. And you know what? Instead of running all the way over there, I'm gonna just get a piece of redstone. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna need a redstone root. That's this. So a redstone root from Botania is a recipe with every flower that can be activated by a redstone signal. So if the recipe asks for a redstone root, here we'll read the entry really quickly. These flowers drain. Okay, they're rich places which the mana a botanist started can be put to use. Functional flowers. Okay. Standard rules for mana, reading, apply, right clicking, okay. Where does it say about, oh yeah. Some functional flowers utilize a redstone root in their creation. If they do, the flower's effect can be toggled with a redstone signal. So the Jaded Amaranthus can be turned on and off, basically, is the idea. So what did it need? Purple, lime, and green. Okay, there's lime, there's purple, and there's green. Okay. And we'll just turn them into the petals. Because that's something I always forget to do. So I'll try to throw a flower in there, and I'm like, what are you doing? So there's my bucket and a seed. Okay. Now this is a functional flower, so it's going to require mana to work. And we also need a rune of spring. So we talked about runes and how they're really useful. So some of the runes actually help you create flowers. Okay. Okay. That was probably super fast and hard to follow, but you know what? It's just... Okay, so you throw all these things into a petal apothecary with water in it, for those of you who didn't get it, and then you throw a seed on it, and it creates a beautiful flower. So, let's go plant her. I don't know why I assigned it gender. So it does need a mana pool with mana in it, though, to work. The nice thing is, though, if it fills up the area around it with flowers, it doesn't continue to suck mana. 5, okay. We're going to give it a mana pool, and I'm just going to give it like a little bit of mana, because it doesn't need a ton. So we'll just like give it what's left in here. Okay, wonderful. Put that in there. Great, and now if you put the flower down first and then the mana pool, the flower doesn't automatically know. So if I picked these up and put the pool down first and then this, it would know to go to that pool. So I shift right click it and... Okay, and now you can see the particle effects. It's full of mana. And now it starts to grow flowers for me that I can just come up here and harvest when I want to. So we'll grab those, blue and purple, and keep going. Thank you. Wonderful. And so I'm probably, yeah, why don't I just leave her to work for her? Why don't I just leave it for a while, and then we'll come back and see if there are any grays and light grays, because that's what we need for my next friend, the Hopper Hawk. We're going to need more redstone roots, and we're going to need runes of air. I want to make like 8 of these, I think. So I'm going to make some runes of air. It'll be a lot faster now that I have this mana spreader here. Why don't I just break you? Please. Put you there. And we're going to hook you up to... And see, it's already full of mana. So if you put a mana spreader on top of a pool, it knows to pull from that pool. Okay, great. Oh, it's already hooked up. Never mind. Just go unclick you. So let's make some runes of air. So the recipe, if I hit R, powder, ingot, carpet, feather, and string. Okay, I don't have enough string in here for all those things, so I'm going to come over here and get some more. Hopefully, yes. We'll get 16. Okay, wonderful. And we're going to do, let's see, we'll do 2 pieces of wool. That's 3 carpet. Okay, and then we need the feather, which I have several up, so we'll do 3. So this will give us 6 more runes of air, and I think I have the other 2 I'll need. Great. And then we need mana powder, so we're going to have to make more mana powder. And Mana Steel, and I'll have to get some of that. Okay. Mana Steel, Mana Steel. Just break it up. Okay. And yeah, so if you throw any powder, gunpowder, redstone, glowstone into a regular mana pool, you'll get mana powder, which you can use to apparently make an animated torch. I didn't remember about that. So the runes, like all of them. So, okay, so now I'm gonna get these in my inventory. So get this, 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 this. Okay. And all I have to do is toss them all on. Oh, I forgot the most important part, which is you need to toss living rock on it. Okay, and it's going really fast, so I right-click with one living rock, and it just places it there. So Botania doesn't have a GUI, so it's kind of confusing that you just kind of throw things at things and expect them to do things, but they do. Great, okay, so now if I right-click with an empty hand, it just gives me what I want. And it uses a little bit of mana. It doesn't use a ton. It's not hard to generate the amount of mana I need for it. Great. Okay. And as soon as if you're not like looking at it with your wand, like I say, you want to go over here and do something else, you come back, all you need to do is look for the lightning. No! Oh my god, no. Okay. Alright, so I need to right click and right click. Okay, and then right click. And then right click. It's just a bunch of right clicking. You just right click till you die. You just keep right clicking. That's all you do with this mod. It's just right click, right click, right click. So you see this elven mana spreader making the process go a lot faster. For it to go this fast, I would need to hook up lots and lots and lots of regular mana spreaders to it. Okay. Oh, that was it. Okay. And if you need to get anything off of this, shifting. You should be able to shift right click. Okay. But not if you have climbing gloves in those hands, apparently. Wonderful. So now let's put this stuff away. I'm going to get rid of this leather and this bead from my inventory. Don't lag. Okay. Actually, let's put this over here. Cool. And while we're at it, let's fill this mana tablet up from probably this pool. Okay. Let's have a couple cups of tea. Wonderful. Okay, so let's see. What did I say? 8. Let's say 8 of these with redstone. 8 redstone. Okay, so I have these that I need and these that I need. Let's go check and see if the Jaded Amaranthus has any grays for us. Yes, a couple grays. Wonderful. That's weird. There's someone in my base. What? Oh. He's giving me food. He wants me to have food. Why give food? Okay. Okay. That's really weird. Could have just said something, dude. I'll let you out of my house. Alright, so I have a couple flowers, but I think I need to wait a little while longer for things to really... Okay, what is it I need again? Dark and light gray. Okay, so I only need the grays. That's great. That's gray. That's great. Why not? I don't know what they're talking about. Sorry. Anyway, getting distracted. Put these away. So what do I have? I only have one light gray. Can I have light gray? Well, I'm gonna sit around here for a little bit until I get the flowers that I need. Okay, so this is really, really slow, and I decided I would just do it the other way, which is to grab my shears and bone meal the give me that? Yes, okay. So now I have like a tall one. I think I can like, okay, I think I can take these petals, plant them. Okay, alright, so, oh, I forgot that I have to, okay, one sec. I forgot that I have to use shears. Okay, so I have to like, grab, okay, yeah, so I have, like, you can see I have tons and tons of every kind of flower except this one, and I don't know why. So yeah, so that didn't exactly work the way that I wanted it to. I even expanded a little bit because I was like, maybe it doesn't like being cramped. I don't know. Okay, so. Okay, and then turn you into petals. Hold on. Oh yeah, if you could, we can put petals down too on the ground. Anyway, so now. Thank God, I should grow these all around my house. They're beautiful. I didn't realize how super pretty the tall flowers are. Okay. Oh look, I have enough. I don't know why this thing doesn't just put out the kinds of flowers that, like, randomly, but anyway. Or maybe it is totally random and I just had a bad day. Anyway, super flowers. Okay. And also I have more white now. I can make more pure daisies. Okay. So, I'm just going to put this bone meal back, and now I have all the things I need. So I need, let's see, I want 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 4 of these. So that's all you need. Okay. Okay, bucket. Do I have enough seeds for this? Probably not. So let's make sure we get some. Do I keep them in here still? It's not exactly enough, but alright, we'll get more seeds at some point. Okay, so let's go ahead and make some hopper hawks. Let's throw these. Okay. Alright, I'll be right clicking anyway, so I know it doesn't really. Cool. Oops. Oh. Okay. Right click and throw. Okay. Right click and throw. Right click. Is it lag or can I not do that now? Oh no. What have I done? It's just lag, I guess. Oh, it was, the water was glitching out. Okay. I knew that bucket looked weird. Okay. Hopper hawks. So the cool thing about these guys, let me just, okay, control. So they can be toggled with a redstone signal, which is really, really cool. Okay. And it'll pick up items around it. Giving it mana is optional, but it increases the range. So if you want to just pick up certain range, don't give it mana. Give it mana if you want it big range. Speaking of ranges, before we look at those, let's make a mana seer monocle. This allows me to see what range a flower has. Just come over here and make it. It's just a bauble. It's really easy to make. If I put this on, let's take my helmet off. You can see I have it on. You can see it right there. So what this does is allows me to look at a flower and see its radius. So this is the area I have to be standing in for the Rosa Arcana to absorb. This is the area that that anything has to be dropped for an Endoflame to pick it up. And with the hopper hawk, let's see, let's just so I can show you. Hopper hawks have, do you have, oh, it has a mana pool. Okay. So I might not want to give it mana because I might not want its range to be that big. But we're going to need a lot of these. Probably going to want them to be floating. So the mechanics on it, items picked up will be put in adjacent inventories or chests. Placing item frames on these inventories will specify which items can or can't go in them. Any inventory which has no item frame adjacent to it can accept any items, but labeled inventories will take priority. So what I could do is I could have a chest for eggs, a chest for feathers, and then a chest for whatever else happens, and it'll. Okay, the rule using to sort items can be changed by shift right clicking the flower with a wand of the forest. That part I am not familiar with. What happens when I shift right click this? Oh, it's okay. Anyway, I'll do some research on that. So yeah, so the Mana Seer monocle is really, really useful if you don't want anything to be super big for a radius. Speaking of, let's see if petite is a thing. Petite. Okay, so there are such things as petite flowers, which basically it allows you to control their range. So if I were to drop a hopper hawk in a mana pool, I might get a baby hopper hawk back. So let me show you, because why not? So we'll drop this in here, and you can see what I receive is a hopper hawk petite, which I can, I think, show you the recipe for. Some functional flowers have a bit too much reach. Someone might not want that to be the case. Tossing one of these flowers into a mana pool with an alchemy catalyst will, at the cost of some mana, shrink it, making its radius smaller. Every other function remains the same. So now if I were to break this and put this down, you can see even though it has a mana pool, its radius is much smaller now. And that's what I want, because I don't want it to be, say I have it over there in my farm, I don't want it to accidentally pick this up. So, so that's really important. Alright, so now we've made our hopper hawks. We're ready to maybe set that up in our farm. I think we did a good amount for this episode. So during the next one, we will check out, okay, we set up the Jade Amaryllis and the hopper hawk. We haven't set up the hopper hawks, we made them. Okay, so we're going to look at roots and aquaculture next time we get here, while I let Botania just grind. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.